Shalom, everybody. This is me, Trayvon Jones, Conscious Talk Channel, Trayvon Jones, Conscious Talk Channel, where I like to talk to you, my people. I'm not going to be on long, but I just want to just say this real quick. You Democrats make me sick. You hardcore Democrats, and especially a lot of you Democrats right now who are just simply voting for Kamala Harris because she's a black woman when she's not a black woman at all. She is not black. But a lot of you are voting for her just simply because she's a black woman, because you just don't want Trump in office. We just had a horrible incident. A young lady by the name of Sonia Macy, who was murdered and killed in her own home by police officers who were called by her because she said she was hearing noises in her backyard and around her area. She didn't feel safe, so she called the police. And these same police officers murdered her and killed her over a pot of water because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." And he said, "You better fucking not." And he blew her head straight off in her kitchen, in her own home. Now, black people, some of us, a lot of us have been asking and we've been demanding the Democratic Party and the Republican Party to not only give us reparations, but to give us a hate crime bill and to take some of the funding away from these police officers. And they need to be held accountable when they are not doing their jobs and they are just senselessly murdering black people at alarming rates and thinking that they can get away with it. We ask for these things. But what does the Democratic Party do? When we asked for these things, even before they were even put into office, they said to go away. Go away. And we'll talk about it later once we are elected. Well, they get in, and you have Kamala who says, "Look, we're not going to do nothing for the black people. We're not going to do nothing specifically for black people at all. We're not going to do it." Flat out. All the while, she's jailing black people when she was a prosecutor and keeping black men in prison. And she's telling you, we're not going to do anything. This is the reason why we need a hate crime bill. This is the reason why we need our reparations for those of us who want to separate ourselves from this, because we shouldn't have to put up with this. There are some of us who want to build our own nation, who want to separate ourselves. For those of you who want to stay, stay. But we want reparations. This is the reason why we go hard for reparations. And we have people like you, Democrats, who just want handouts. Give me money, give me free food, give me a free place to live, give me abortion rights. You lazy son of a bitches. You lazy bastards. Instead of working with your own people, you want your enemies to give you handouts and to give you things. This is the reason why we are in the position that we are in, because we have people who cannot move themselves from the motherfucking plantation. They just got to just stay there. They just got to just stay there. And it's some of us who want to get the fuck off the plantation. We don't want to continue to be on the plantation. We don't want to be in this situation any longer. But it's a group effort. And when you have Democratic black people who are voting for Kamala simply because she's a black woman when she's not black, you got a whole bunch of people in America who call themselves Americans of different ethnicities. Different ethnicities. You got Chinese Americans, you got Japanese Americans, you got all type of Americans, Hindu Americans, East Indian Americans. You got all type of Americans. All kind. that have lived generation after generation in this country, that are in this country 3, 4, and 5 generations deep. That's the reality. Well, the same thing applies in Jamaica. You have tons of people from different nationalities that have lived in Jamaica and have raised children and families. Well, that is Kamala Harris's father. He is not a black person. On his birth certificate, it says that he is listed as a white person. Kamala Harris is listed as a white person on her birth certificate. Her mama is a straight up East Indian. But we want to call her black because she was, raised in Jamaica. Her father's father, father was a slave fucking owner. He owned Jamaican plantations. So she has that damn gene, and it is in her because she just loves locking up black people, black men and black women. But a lot of you black women just want to keep following her like a bunch of dumbasses. This is the reason why black men, a lot of us black men, are voting for Trump regardless, and we're going to win. We are going to win because we don't want open borders. We don't want a so-called black woman giving our reparations to everybody else. And all the while, the Biden campaign is the one who opened up the borders. They're the ones who gave all this money to these illegal migrants, and now she's not taking any credit for it. She was the vice president under Joe Biden, but she don't want to take any credit for it. Nobody wants to take accountability for these open borders. But we all know where it came from. We all see where it came from. But you have a bunch of black women in particular and some black men who want to just close their eyes and act like they don't see what this woman is capable of. She's worse than Joe Biden. She wants to lock up people because America runs off of slavery. Period. She wants black people in particular to be put in prisons for the slave, to work for these big corporations. That's what she wants. And y'all want to vote for her? Y'all must be stopped at all costs. Now she's gathering all these celebrities, all these singers, all these celebrities, Martin Lawrence, and all these other celebrities, Taraji P. Henson. A lot of you black celebrities in particular that are over here campaigning for Kamala Harris, please understand that you are going to lose a large portion of your male fan base. Please understand that. You will lose a large portion of your male fan base. Because we just want you to just perform. We don't want you to speak how you feel about politics, especially when it's going against us. Because men are tired of just saying, hey, we want something for black community, for black people. When we see our own women don't give a fuck about us. They only want what they want with their selfish asses. So now black men are saying, no, we can't vote for Kamala Harris under any circumstances. Under any circumstances, we can't vote for her. So while all these people blind leading the blind going to vote for her, you go right ahead. You go right ahead. But just know she will not be the president of the United States. Trump will be the president of the United States. They have done everything to try to stop Trump. And real people are seeing what this is. And they have done nothing but try to downplay everything that has happened to Trump since he's made it through all of it. Now they're trying to say, oh, he didn't really get shot with a bullet. And, all these type of things that they're saying all of a sudden. Your enemies are right in your face. And a lot of them look like us. Black men, stay strong. Black men united. I just want to say shout out to all the black men who want to keep money in their pockets, who want for us to be free and to be able to just live. We create our businesses and we don't want all these taxes and all these type of things. We want to be able to enjoy our money. We work hard. We want to be able to enjoy our money, not giving it to illegal motherfucking migrants with hostility coming over here. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. But our black women and some of these black motherfuckers who follow under black women ain't understanding that. But you got Beyonce over here endorsing her song Freedom or some bullshit to help out Kamala who wants to keep us enslaved. No, thank you. No, thank you. So shout out to the brothers out there who want someone who is going to get rid of these illegal migrants and fight for us to keep money in our pockets. And then we can vote for the couch after that. We don't have to vote Republican or Democrat ever again. But do me a favor. I'm going to go ahead and see y'all all on the next video. And I'll talk to you soon. Shalom.